Are the judges ready?
We are.
The timer.
Yes.
And listen. A penny for your thoughts. A penny saved is a penny earned. Do these common sayings have any meaning to us today? In my presentation, I will tell you the interesting and sometimes entertaining history of the penny. I will also examine and discuss the controversy and debate surrounding our penny today. The penny may seem a little vague to us, and in fact, some believe it should be eliminated from our currency. Should we keep the penny, or should we not? Therein lies the debate. Our coin, called the penny, is officially named the cent, which means it is 1/100th of a dollar. The reason the cent is frequently called the penny has to do with the fact that we were once British colonies. The name penny is derived from the name of the British coin, the pence, which is also known as the penny. The American colonists used money from various foreign countries as well as issuing some of their own. This caused much confusion, and there was certainly an urgent need for centralization of our currency. After our unlikely victory in the Revolutionary War, the currency in our new United States began to finally become, well, united. In The Coin Makers by Thomas W. Becker, it is suggested that Benjamin Franklin greatly influenced the design on the first attempt at a federal cent piece. Dated 1787, it was named the Fugio cent. Fugio is Latin for I flee, but it was interpreted as time flies because on the obverse, or the front of the coin, there is a depiction of a sundial. You may also see an inscription that reads, "Mind your business," which meant attend to your work. The Fugio cent never really caught on, as people were accustomed to their older and still mostly foreign colonial money. In 1793, a new coin, the flowing hair cent, was introduced. Unfortunately, most people at that time thought the long, flowing hair to be unkempt or messy. So, in 1796, after only 3 years of production, the flowing hair cent was replaced by the draped bust cent. This is a picture of an example from my own collection. And as you can see, it is in a condition that is a bit more affordable for a collector. This design stayed in production for 11 years. Federal coinage was finally catching on. All early pennies were much larger than today's cents, as you can clearly see. Well, they weren't this big. Here, I have an example of a modern penny, a large cent, and a $1/4. You can see that the large cent is just a little bigger than today's $1/4 coin. Therefore, by numismatists or coin collectors today, these coins are categorized as large cents. While I was looking in a History of United States Coinage by Ted Schwartz, I found that the large cents of the early 1800s were often used in creative ways. For example, pennies were often used by housewives in the production of pickles. They put a few pennies in to help give the pickles a rich green color. However, the copper in the coin combined with the pickling acids to create a deadly poison, which killed many unfortunate pickle lovers. The large cent continued to thrive, changing designs and going through many refinements, until in 1856, when, due to a severe copper shortage, the U.S. Mint decided it was high time to make the cent smaller. The following coins have therefore come to be known as small cents. The first design of this size, which has stayed the same to the present day, depicts a flying eagle. This coin was consequently known as the Flying Eagle cent. This design was short-lived and was soon replaced by the Indian head cent, which stayed in production for over 50 years. In 1909, in honor of the 100th anniversary of the famous emancipator's birth, production began on what most people have in mind when they think of a penny, our well-known and beloved Lincoln cent. From 1909 through 1958, the reverse, or the back of this coin, depicted 2 ears of wheat. So these coins were often known as Wheaties, or wheat pennies. In 1959, the reverse of the Lincoln cent was changed to the memorial design, which lasted until 2009, when special designs were produced that year to celebrate the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Most recently, the shield design, recently unveiled in 2010, is meant to depict the unity of the American people. While the penny was originally 100% copper, by the mid-19th century, alloys were used to make the coin more durable and reduce production costs. The Lincoln cent, through most of its life, was made predominantly with copper and a little zinc, until in 1982, when the copper was all but completely removed. It went from 95% copper and 5% zinc to approximately 95% zinc and 5% copper. That 5% of copper was and is to this day used as a very thin plating, so it looks virtually identical to a fully copper coin. Think of it as an M&M, with the chocolate being the zinc and the candy shell the copper, though it probably wouldn't melt in your mouth unless your body temperature was above 1,984 degrees Fahrenheit. While the history of the coin known as the penny goes back to the beginning of our nation, some believe that it should be eliminated. What? Why should we eliminate the penny? It's been a part of our everyday lives as long as any of us can remember. And many of us may have had fond memories of putting a penny in a gumball machine. But consider this. Until 1856, at the same time the size of the penny was reduced, there were actually half-cent coins. When they were eliminated, they still had the buying power of a dime today. There's another factor in the argument for eliminating the penny. It is that it actually costs 1.8 cents as of late 2013 just to make 1 penny. This amounted to $56 million being lost 2013 alone. Now, what can you buy with a penny today? Here are a couple of examples. 1 measly coffee filter and a grand total of 4.4 toothpicks. Oh, and good luck finding penny candy. Our government is currently studying the possibility of eliminating the penny. If the penny were retired, transactions would be rounded to the nearest 5 cents, making nickels our new smallest denomination. Canada, Brazil, and Sweden have recently eliminated their coins equivalent to the penny. And New Zealand have also eliminated their nickel. For most of these countries, it was a fairly smooth transition. But would it be the same for us? Find a penny, pick it up, all the day you'll have good luck. Well, I was unable to confirm that picking up a penny would indeed result in good luck for the rest of that day. I conducted an informal study to see just how long it would take for someone to pick up a penny. I dropped a few pennies in a busy walkway of a local shopping mall, thinking they would be quickly snatched up. Sadly, I found that even when people saw the coins, very few stooped down to pick them up. I saw firsthand that the penny is considered to be virtually worthless in today's society. Although this coin has been with us since the birth of our nation, and though many people may be sentimental about our penny, I believe there is sufficient evidence that the time has come for the penny to retire. Although this coin may be in the twilight of its years, I believe the penny has been and always will be a significant part of our history. And that's my 2 cents. Thank you. Thank you for judging.
9:46.
Thank you. Thank you for judging. Thank you for judging. 9:46, thank you.
Yes, can you do them? Here for 1 second. Oh, sorry, she's doing it. Over here for 1. So where are you heading now?